Only 3 teams have ever won the World Baseball Classic. Japan 3 times, the US once, and the Dominican Republic once. And these 3 teams are putting out arguably their best rosters ever. Coming in at the number 3 team in this tournament, we have Japan. On paper, they feel a little bit weaker than our top 2, who are putting out maybe their best teams ever. But still, Japan's team is stacked. I mean, take a look at their lineup. There's MLB players all throughout the middle of their lineup with Suzuki, Ohtani, Murakami, Okamoto, and Yoshida. And then sandwiching it on either end are top-tier players in the Nippon-Japanese League. And then you have Japan's pitching. This is what they are most well known for. Yoshinobu Yamamoto is their ace, maybe the 3rd best pitcher in the MLB, and just tremendous under pressure. Kikuchi, Ito, Sugano, all solid starters. Most of their relievers play over in the Nippon League in Japan, but keep an eye out for some of these guys. They can be really solid guys to close out games. You might think it's crazy having Japan at number 3, but just take a look at these next 2 lineups, starting with number 2, the Dominican Republic. Holy smokes, look at this offense. Maybe the best offense in the tournament. Tatis, Julio, Soto, Vladdy, Machado, Caminero, Marte at 7, Perdomo, one of the most underrated players in baseball, and Austin Wells at catcher. This is very arguably the best lineup in the tournament, and certainly the best one the Dominicans ever put out in the World Baseball Classic. Many of the elite starters for Dominican are not coming out to play this year, but Christopher Sanchez is their ace, giant lefty on the mound. He will be throwing very important innings for them. Luis Severino, Brian Bayo, and Sandy Alcantara, all solid starters in the MLB. And then their bullpen is really solid this year. You got Gregory Soto, Dominguez, Doval, Estevez, Santana, Uribe, all guys with closing experience, pitching high leverage innings in the MLB. I gotta say, when you look at the Dominicans lineup side by side with the US, it's kind of a coin flip, but it's the pitching for the US that gives them the edge. Let's take a look at the US's lineup. Bobby Witt leading off, followed by Aaron Judge, Cal Raleigh, Schwarber in cleanup, Bryce Harper at first base batting 5th, Bregman 6, Buxton 7, PCA 8, Bryce Terang 9. Honestly, I give the Dominican the edge with the lineup. I think top to bottom, the Dominican is slightly deeper offensively. The US's outfield defense and middle infield defense is probably stronger. But then it's really the pitching that makes the big difference. Paul Skeens and Tariq Skubal are coming out, the 2 best pitchers in all of baseball. Although Skubal said he's only throwing 1 game in group play, the US still has the depth to cover high leverage innings with guys like Logan Webb, Nolan McLean, Joe Ryan. And then over in the bullpen, you have guys who can throw more than 1 inning, like Clayton Kershaw, Clay Holmes, Griffin Jacks, David Bednar, and then flamethrower Mason Miller to close games out. Honestly, you could flip these top 3 any way you want. These are the best 3 baseball nations in the world, and they're all putting out the strongest roster that they have ever had in the World Baseball Classic. Let us know which roster you think is the strongest in the comments, and enjoy the World Baseball Classic.